Happy Friday. My name is Nnamdi Osuagwu. I'm the host of the Tech Behind FinTech. Glad to be here today. As always, love hosting this show and bringing you the latest news on the FinTech environment, on the technology aspect. We like to say that we talk about the technology that powers the money. So this should be a fun episode. As always, if you have any comments and so forth, please drop it in the chat. We are live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitch. We'll also have a live going on from Instagram on another device. So my IG people, you can find us on the techbehindfintech.com. Matter of fact, let me pin the website real quick so you guys have that. I like to pin it because they can comment there. Give me a second. Pin this to the let me pin this website on Instagram. This way they'll have it. Boom. Done. Cool. We're pinned on Instagram. So I think we have all our devices covered. I think we need some additional lighting. Pop, ping. Yes. All is now well. Okay, guys. Where do we start off? We have a lot of news to cover, so we're going to hop right into it. I think we have all the administrative stuff done. This is screen. All right. First news article of the day. U.S. Paytech Solero snaps up community bankers, merchant services. So Tennessee-based bank, non-bank payment processor Solero Commerce has acquired community bankers, merchant services, CBMS, a provider of electronic transaction processing through community and regional banks for an undisclosed sum. I like those deals where it's undisclosed. That means, companies are private, public companies, you have to disclose those things. All right, so with the acquisition, Solero says it will serve over 53,000 merchants nationwide, processing approximately $21 billion in annual card volume. Let's get some quotes from the C-suite, and we'll move on. All right, so here's a quote. With the acquisition, Solero, okay, like I said, it mentioned that. So we founded Solero to deliver a proprietary suite of fintech payment software and data solutions to our financial institution partners and small and mid-sized business customers, says Solero founder and CEO Kevin Jones. Adding the deal to buy CBMS allows us to expedite our growth. So this was a growth play in which acquiring it just got them just added more business for them. So let's just wanted to give that update. Let's move on to the next article. All right, this is a really interesting fintech. I'm excited about. Have family and friends that are veterans. So Moonbeam, a new bank for the U.S. military community, launched this winter called Moonbeam. So Moonbeam is a new bank built by the U.S. military veterans and designed exclusively for the country's military community. It's expected to launch in the winter of this year. It's currently accepting signups for their wait list for its Alpha Card, a credit card which the firm claims will offer 0% interest on all purchases, no hidden fees, cashback, and rewards. Through a mobile app, Moonbeam plans on offering customers built-in budgeting for every single stage of their military career and beyond. The app's budgeting tool will take into account military benefits such as thrift savings plans, leave and earning statements, retiree and annuity services, RAS, and more. Moonbeam says it will also offer expert financial advice as well as advice on benefits, including the VA home loan, GI Bill, and tuition assistance. The startup adds that signing up to its platform involves no credit checks. Moonbeam's only requirement is that you're an active duty, guard, reserve, veteran, or an eligible family member. It was founded in 2021 and it's headquartered in Austin, Texas. It says its digital banking products will aim to emphasize financial literacy and economic mobility, fighting issues that plague the veteran community like suicide and homelessness. So hey, here's what we're going to do. I really like this concept, what they're doing. So I'm going to post this link in the comments. And if if you are a veteran or have friends or family that are, share this with them. I think it's a really great idea, especially for fintechs. Pretty cool. I actually really like it. Yeah, so it's all right. For some reason, it didn't post to Facebook, but matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll put it. All right, so here's the article, so you can reference it. It's now part of the video, so if you rewatch this video, you can Google it. Moonbeam. All right, exciting stuff. I really like that idea. All right, let's move on. A couple of friends I'm going to share with offline, actually. Um, Next article, which is very interesting. So the DTCC launches DLT-powered settlement platform Project Ion. The Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation's Project Ion platform has gone live in a parallel production environment, processing an average of over 100,000 bilateral equity transactions per day and almost 160,000 transactions on peak days. Project Ion represents one of the largest DLT, so distributed ledger technologies initiatives and equity settlements across the financial services industry. So before we move on, the common question is, what is DLT? So that's a digital system for recording the transaction of assets in which the transactions and their details are recorded in multiple places at the same time. Unlike traditional databases, distributed ledgers have no central data store or administrative functionality. So what they're going to use for that is a DLT solution called R3 Quarter. So this is more of a private blockchain. So we're used to talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum; those are public spaces. So in these types of DLT solutions, it's private. It's basically you create your parties that you want to interact with on the particular blockchain. It's not open to the public. So they're leveraging the actual blockchain and DLT technology for this solution. Okay. So what do they say? The goal of Project Ion is to ultimately provide a resilient, secure, and scalable alternative settlement service to clients with the option to leverage DLT for those firms who wish to take advantage of the emerging technology. Get a quote from their managing director, Murray Postmanter. Project Ion is an important step forward in advancing digitalization and financial markets, and opens the door for exciting new opportunities to drive greater efficiencies, risk management, and cost savings for the industry. Digitized assets and emerging technology like DLT are shaping and evolving the financial services landscape, and we remain committed to advancing innovative solutions that capitalize on opportunities, deliver new value, and drive the industry forward. It's interesting. We talked about this before. So in terms of private blockchains, we even had guests on talking about this topic, and I know that one of there's Quarter, there's also Hyperledger Fabric. All of these are platforms, and I think the technology that was used in Nigeria's central bank, their CBC, the central bank currency, they built it upon Hyperledger. I think it was interesting stuff you could look up and talk through. So let's get some other information from this. So DTCC's private permission DLT platform is developed in collaborations with firms including Apex Clearing, Barclays, BNY Mellon, Charles Schwab, Citadel Securities, Citibank, Credit Suisse Securities, Fidelity Investments, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Raymond James Financial, Robinhood Securities, State Street Corporation, and Virtue Financial. Yeah, with situations like this, all these companies come together because it could benefit the industry. They can leverage the technology in general. And some of them also become members of that particular private blockchain so they can interact with each other. So definitely interesting stuff. Once again, we mentioned that DTC partnered with R3 Quarter to develop and launch Project Ion, leveraging R3's Quarter DLT software. R3 is the company, Quarter is the product. Quarter is a scalable, permission, peer-to-peer distributed ledger technology platform that enables the building of applications that foster and deliver digital trust between parties in regulated markets. All right, interesting stuff here. Okay, let me just see if there are any questions going on live. No, we're good there. Cool, let's move on. Next article. This one's interesting. Jack Henry to launch financial crimes platform. So let's talk through this, right? So, you know, we talked about Jack Henry before. It definitely came up in previous from acquisitions and so forth. So their comprehensive platform planned to launch early 2023 will deliver community and regional financial institutions the enhanced capabilities they need, including AI ML, to gain visibility into fraud across all channels to better protect their institutions and account holders' financial health. So let's get Matt Riley, the president of Complementary Solutions at Jack Henry, said, "We've been building this new platform over the last 18 plus months, and it's another way that we're working to solve real and pressing business challenges for community and regional financial institutions." So it looks like they are leveraging the Financial Crimes Defender platform's analytics engine integrates FeedZai, the world's largest risk ops platform for financial risk management. Nuno Sebastião, CEO of FeedZai, said, "Providing more financial institutions with the access to our next generation AI ML risk ops engine through Jack Henry's new fraud platform will elevate the industry's fight against fraud." It's really interesting stuff. Once again, Riley adds, FeedZai shares our dedication to creating an open ecosystem where financial institutions have better access to the technology they need to compete. We're confident about the opportunity to work together and offer community and regional financial institutions the same machine learning and artificial intelligence analytics that safeguard some of the world's largest banks. So here's what's happening, right? You have a situation where these companies are building this platform because a lot of community banks and the credit unions they're talking about may not have the internal capabilities for this, like a bigger JP Morgan or bigger like a Barclays and UBS will have. So they basically level the playing field where these smaller banks and businesses can leverage this particular technology. Everyone's talking about artificial intelligence and machine learning. Those resources are expensive. It's not like you can get anybody just knows that. So it's a certain level of skill set. So even in hiring them, companies have challenges finding people. So this is pretty cool, actually. So next article, let's jump into it. Hold up, let me check and see if there are any comments. I don't see any comments going on. Now we're going to move on. So the Afghan police closed down cryptocurrencies exchanges to enforce central bank ban. So yeah, I mean, let's get into this. So police have closed down at least 16 cryptocurrency agencies in the Herat province of Western Afghanistan in the last week, according to a report in Ariana News, an independent news outlet in that country. The report quotes a local police official saying arrests have been made during the closure. So interesting. So yeah, crypto usage soared in Afghanistan after the Taliban took control of the country in 2021, and Afghanistan's fragile economy was further destabilized. Foreign remittances became harder to receive because Western Union and SWIFT exited the country, driving interest in crypto. According to an Al Jazeera report in March, there was a WhatsApp group devoted to cryptocurrency trading that had 13,000 members in Herat. Let me say, oh, cool. My man Justin just joined on Instagram. Hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I mean, we did a lot, right? So Taliban comes in, economy's not stable. People, start using cryptocurrency to conduct. Also for donations, right? For aid, that's another way to get finances in. I think let's get this. So crypto's also proven to be a valuable conduit for Western aid to Afghanistan. Organizations such as Women for Afghan Women have used crypto to provide aid within the country. So this ban really hurts that effort. Head of Herat Money Exchangers Union, Ghulam Mohammed Sabreri, told Ariana News digital currency accounts are outside the country and are purchased from the companies. Our people are not familiar with it, So it's better not to use it. Okay, I guess that's one approach. Yeah, so what's going on there? It's quite unfortunate. All right, let's any comments? Let me see any comments, any questions. All right, we don't have any, so we're going to move right on. Justin gave me a hands up sign. That's what's up, man. Thank you. So we have, like I said, we have different platforms going on right now. We're going live from Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitch, and also Instagram and other device. Instagram folks, if you want to comment and have your or see the different slides we're posting, go to the techbehindfintech.com. We have feeds going on there. You can watch it live from the website, or you could go to YouTube. But yeah, so if you comment, I'll answer your question. But if you want it to be part of the video, I have to post it. It has to be on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, or Twitch. All right, cool. Let's move on. No, not going to cover that one. All right, cool. This is what I'm going to cover. LastPass says source code stolen in data breach, right? So LastPass is a password management software firm. They suffered a data breach that led to the theft of source code and proprietary technical information. So I mean, that's like, you have a lot of these password stores, right? So basically, they manage all of your passwords, and then you can use that to seamlessly log into all of your applications. Now, the problem happens in this case. What happens when that gets breached? Luckily, the company said that although source code was stolen and breached, it did not impact their passwords, their user passwords, because of their zero knowledge architecture. So they said, we never store or have knowledge of your master password, noting that LastPass uses zero knowledge architecture that ensures a company can never know or gain access to a customer's master password. They have more than 30 million users and 85,000 business customers worldwide. But let's get into the actual breach. I think somebody else joined. Let me wave to them. Jackie Sweets, thanks for joining on Instagram. All right, cool. They're saying we have determined that an unauthorized party gained access to portions of the LastPass development environment through a single compromised developer account and to portions of the source code and some proprietary LastPass technical information. Our products and services are operating normally. I mean, the most important thing is that, you know, because they're a password store, the thing is, if somebody got your master password, they could potentially have access to all of your accounts. But they're saying that that is not the case. It is still scary if you're a user for LastPass. So it definitely gives you pause. But they're certifying that that's not the case. All right, let's move on to another security-related issue from Twilio. All right, so Twilio hackers hit over 130 orgs in massive Okta phishing attack. So hackers responsible for a string of recent cyber attacks, including those in Twilio, MailChimp, and Klaviyo. Those are like, 3 out of the 130. They got them with the same phishing campaign. This phishing campaign utilized a phishing kit codenamed Octopus to steal 9,931 login credentials that the hackers then used to gain access to corporate networks and systems through VPNs and other remote access devices. The Octopus campaign has been underway since at least March 2022 this year, aiming to steal Okta identity credentials and 2FA codes and use them to carry out subsequent supply chain attacks. We're going to get into the process that led to it, and why you shouldn't click on. People are going to send you links. This happened via SMS, so let's get into it, right? You won't be able to see this on Instagram unless you go to our website, but let's go over they say the journey of the attack. So step one, right? We say the threat actor, meaning the hacker. So the threat actor sends an SMS message to potential employees. So they get this text message. And in this message, I'm sure you've seen random messages with links. Don't click on the link, right? You're getting a text message from a random number, or even someone that you know with some weirdly phrased link that you've never seen. Just delete it. And if you know the person, hit them on another thread asking them, did you send this? You have a conversation about it. All right, so let's go back into the journey. So they send an SMS message. The victim then clicks the link. They access the phishing site. The victim, for some strange reason, enters their corporate credentials on the phishing site. You know, I'll save my comment till afterwards. All right. Then the victim enters their 2FA codes. Then the phishing site sends the compromised data to Telegram. The threat actor receives the compromised data. So let's stop there, right? So all this is happening. So at the end of the day, you have, whether you have these phishing kits, malware, those are automated. That's software. That information has to go back to the threat actor, actually somebody, a human being or a group of individuals, right? And they're going to use that now to then invoke further attacks. Somebody else joined. Hey, what's up, brother? All right, so after they receive the compromised data, the threat actor accesses a targeted organization's digital resources information. The threat actor then steals information from the victim organization and its customer, makes changes to the account if possible. They escalate access. Sensitive or private data is exfiltrated. This looks like a complete cyber attack kill chain. So let's talk through this, man. Look, in general, right? The biggest threat vector, unfortunately, is you, like human beings, like users. You know, when you click on, when you get these random emails or phishing attacks, or get these random messages, and you have a company device and you start clicking on links and entering your information, you become the biggest the threat vector into your organization. Bottom line. So how do we solve against this? Awareness, right? Knowing that, taking some security training, understanding that not to click on these random links that if you don't know the source of it, if whether it comes, because sometimes people feel, right, SMS messages are safe, right? I got a text, how can that harm me? It can, because some of those text messages, they have these little links. I get them all the time. And then when you click on it, and then it must have prompted them or showed them some screen. I'm not sure what the screen was, but they entered their corporate information, and then all of a sudden now these guys have it. So you may have a multi-factor authentication in your corporate environment that, okay, you need your password and then you need this other generator. Once you enter that, now they have it. It's probably going to be a window they can utilize that for. Now they're in. And then from there, they start to try to escalate their privileges and get as much as the data as they can. And then they exfiltrate it or take that data out. Cool. More people are joining on Instagram. All right. So yeah, so that's the situation. So, you just be aware. That's the biggest thing. Be aware. Also, vulnerabilities, right? Make sure your systems that you're using are patched up. That's helpful. So if something's downloaded to your computer, sometimes that malware they want to exploit a vulnerability. So the more stuff that you have patched up, that's a good thing. So you want to do that. Just keep your software up to date. When things say update, follow the updates. And don't click on random links. Start asking if your organization is not already doing it, or if you own a small business, look like basic phishing training for your people. So you kind of could start spotting these things that may come through your email and look suspicious. Whether they're saying you owe the IRS all this money, and this is the IRS coming after you. It's not the IRS. It's some guy or girl or whoever that doesn't, that's trying to do you harm. That's the problem. All right, so we have some more people joining from Instagram. We wave. All right, cool. Yeah, so that was the last article. Always great touching base with everyone. I'm gonna stay on for like a minute or so just to see if there's any comments before we hop off. Sometimes like a second or two behind. Once again, today's show is sponsored by Strategic Generation, cybersecurity consultancy, offering SOC 2 services and so forth to the FinTech community, and also risk-based information security programs to the insurance industry and our clients there. I'm going to post the thank you that has them on afterwards. See a banner. Cool. There goes the banner. All right. Think we have any questions? So I think I'm gonna bid everyone a very, very happy Friday. Definitely take care of yourself. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much for joining. We always appreciate the viewership and so forth. And I will catch you next Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yep, be back on again. Thanks again for your time. Cheers.